Alright then. I'll note that this time recording for, the Cinderellas, this has popped up. I don't think I'll ever have that high percentage again, but, well, we can easily say that I basically gotten over, one third of, the games reviewed. And that's, saying something, because, didn't do that in 2023. Didn't even do it in 2024, but I did do it in 2025. So, hooray. Let's start off with a good one then. So, Moondrop Glade. And what's cool about this is actually go here. You can actually see what the scores basically are now if you want to. But, I was trying to ignore the scores. This is basically rated, I think, fairly good, but not too great, so whatever. It is a game by a David Snowkip. And just by him. This was created in 1 week for the Cinderella 2025 Game Jam. Play as a farmer, planting and harvesting crops, selling your produce, and buying more seeds from the shop. Note, there was so much I want to include in this game. Ultimately, there was only time to implement the bare minimum farming loop. But that's how game jams go. Controls. You should be able to do everything with an on-screen buttons and your mouse. However, if you prefer keyboard, movement, number pad, arrow keys without diagonals, or WAS or QEZC for diagonals. Way to turn, numpad 5 or X. Use items, space. Drop items, T. Pick up, G. Next inventory slot, tab. Previous inventory slot, shift plus tab. Specific inventory slot, numbers, keys, 0 to 9, not on number pad. Interactions. It's mostly bumping into things. Refill watering can, bump into water with a watering can in your inventory. Chop trees, bump into a tree with a wood axe in your inventory. Sell items, bump into the for sale bin and transfer items into it. They will be sold when the day ends. Buy seeds, bump into the shopkeeper, you have to search the map to find him. Sleep, bump into the bed. Transfer items from chest, bump into the chest. There isn't a downloadable file, so we're just going to run the game. And let's give it a go. Only a few games I didn't actually play basically in this game jam. You've already seen some of the deprioritized ones, which I didn't play obviously, but we're starting to get into some of the games here which I just, didn't need to review because they just didn't need that review. Alright, so HP 30, SP 50, day 1, time 6 AM, gold 10G, current tile is dirt. Use item with space, drop item with T, pick up with G, so basically tells you all your controls, and you can use this if you want to. Alright, so this is another game that basically has X being your weight button. That's just, annoying, but oh well, it is what it is. Use item space. So I use my hoe, I till the earth. So that takes 5 SP basically to do. A player attacks the evergreen with a wood axe for 1 hit point. So pick up with G. It'd be nice I actually expect stuff to see what it does, but whatever. So I do have these things to plant, so there we go. I tilled the earth. Alright, well, now what? Watering can. This is where it helps basically to have these instructions, I guess, because they're not actually in the game itself. So refill watering can, bump into water with the watering can in your inventory, so I just have to find some water somewhere. Maybe. I assume that's the for sale bin up here, by the way. Overall, I like the graphics. I just really wish that, you didn't use WAS keys, but you use, Q, W, E, A, Z, X, C and D, basically, you're moving, and the S is your weight button, but whatever. There's the water. There's more water. Cool. It takes 5 minutes apparently to do stuff, but whatever. I have no idea what the process is for chilling stuff like by the way, but you know, we'll do that much. Alright, there's the edge of the map. Let's just look around then. You know, I kind of feel it's unnecessary to have exploration in this sort of game. Like, you probably could have like had like a town somewhere, like, you know, nearby you could see and just explore, you know, walk to it. Sometimes exploration is not needed for like, you know, real like. Berserk was a good example of a game that didn't need like, you know, exploration because, you know, you pass out from exhaustion. Oops. End of day 1. Alright, well, I passed out from exhaustion then. I guess I've wired these things a little bit, so. Let's do that. It felt a little bit odd by the way that I just like, you know, abruptly fell asleep at 2 a.m. So this guy's got wheat seeds, carrot seeds, radish seeds, corn seeds. Alright, let's see here. Let's go. Let's buy at least 1 carrot seed. And I'll buy 6 wheat seeds maybe. So it's got the basic, like, you know, necessities for a game, I guess. Like, you know, basically you walk around, you plant stuff. Yeah, you definitely don't need to have, like, exploration, I don't think, for this type of game. It would matter if you're, like, actually need to explore for something, but, you know, this is a farming game, right? So, unless something happens you need to find, it's not, like, a big issue. So let's just plant this. Let's till the earth. Then we'll, you know, plant these. That took like 2 SP each. I guess you run out of SP, you also pass out, so oops. Watering can is empty, it's fine. It'd be cool like there's like a graphic to show the difference between like a watering can is full or not, but you know, whatever, it's just, you know, it is what it is. So it's all watered. So there's long grass over here apparently. Interesting. This is the for sale bin. Maybe you can sell wood for something. So I could sleep, but you know. Why is I trying to chop a tree while I basically don't have the SP for it? Will it let me? It will, but you'll just pass out exhaustion. Okay. So I sold the wood, I got some money for it. Let's do some watering. I wonder when I can actually pick up the items, by the way. I mean, I can see the carrots starting to grow, but how long will it be until they're actually ready to, be picked up? Or can you, like, is wood just used for, like, chopping and selling, and that's basically it? Might as well put it in there then. And that's it for a day, so... Alright, that's basically it for a day. I get the feeling these carrots are ready to be picked up, so... It's harvestable. Okay, it says harvestable right there. Awesome, we get that stuff. This is harvestable. This is not. I kind of feel like you don't need to have like the, the timer and like the exhaustion basically from it, but whatever. It's realistic, I guess. So why not? Put the carrots in the for sale binny. I passed off from exhaustion. Oops. I kind of feel by the way, like, maybe just walking around, so like, maybe lower your SP. I never actually wired this stuff, did I? Let's get that wired. So wheat seeds, carrot seeds. Let's try the other seeds then. So one, and we'll buy 4 of these. And I'll buy some radish seeds, buy 4 of these. There's the corn. There's the radish. Good enough for now. Apparently refilling the water can doesn't take any effort, so that's interesting. To basically transfer stuff. There's no really reason to transfer stuff in here, is there? So... There's our wheat. Just drop the wheat in there, because why not? Awesome. I need 8, so... Let's get the carrots again, so... 8 carrots. I can't plant them yet, but I have them. There's day 8. All of it refills your water can automatically. I get the feeling you can only refill like 10 things at once, so... That's probably a thing. Let's do that much work for now. Yep, I think it's only 10. And you run out of, like, you know, stamina basically doing more. Only so much I can do, right? So corn takes a little bit longer than radishes to grow. And carrots are probably even faster. Let's get the money for this. The death sound is just, you know, interesting. Let's do that. Lots of gold, by the way, so we'll buy 15 of these for eventual, you know, use. Well, I successfully chopped the tree down. So corn takes far longer. Down I go. I have to say, corn is taking, you know, a long time to get done, but whatever. There we go, that looks like corn. Yeah, there's the corn. It'd be nice to actually see a little bit about, like, you know, what I'm basically, like, you know, getting for, like, you know, selling the stuff. I'm not sure I'm doing that. Let's just see. Okay, this is actually telling me. So corn basically, like, sold 8. I got 120 gold for it. 5 wood. I got 5 gold. And that's basically all this game basically is, I guess, for the most part. It's just, you know, it's just farming. I would rate it probably fairly high, but at the same time, it's not very fun. It's not really got like any challenge to it just yet. So there's that. We have seen farming relics basically done before. Those is probably done a little bit better than most of them, but it's not exactly a new idea. You get the bare minimum, but not much more to say than that. Alright, take care all.